What's up, everybody? Tabletop Tyrant here. If I sound a little off or I look a little weird, it's because I'm sick. I'm trying not to do too much today, so that way tomorrow when I do my introduction, my voice sounds fairly decent. So I wanted to do a little bit of a question to you guys, because I am wondering, and I had this idea, and I want to know if anyone else has had the idea. Now, I'm not Nostradamus. My predictions are wrong about 95% of the time. And I'm the kind of kid that would go to school and think I totally aced the test and then bring home a C. So, to be that as it may. So, that's my disclaimer aside. But it got me thinking, it seems really odd that they would break these up into two columns. And maybe it's for convenience sake, but I feel like somewhere I remember reading that these were like the forces of good and the forces of evil. I can't prove that because I can't find it, and maybe that's just my brain remembering things wrong. JK, I just found it. So, Frontline Gaming, it looks like they pretty much took the article back when it dropped on May 23rd. Because it has the same exact titles, except look at that. Good and evil. Look at that. I knew I saw it too. This is like the Bernstein effect or whatever, where people, the Bernstein Bears or the Berenstein Bears, who knows. But I wonder if they edited it on theirs, because look at the breakdown's the same, right? Right? Boom. Over here we didn't get an idea of what they said were going to be legends yet. And then boom. And then they did this little update where they got rid of good and evil. Now I don't know what that means, but maybe I'm onto something. But if you look at the Empire, Dwarves, King of Bretonnia, Wood Elf realms, and High Elf realms. Now, orcs and I believe Tomb Kings would have been considered destruction, while Beastmen and Warriors were considered chaos. But I'm wondering, if I'm thinking about this, what if we get books more along the line of the Horus Heresy, where you have the Imperium and then the Heretic Astartes? What if they do a book of like the good factions and the bad factions? Now, I'm not saying that's going to be a thing, because I don't know. I don't know what kind of treatment the old world's going to get. Based off of how everything's been going, I would be more in line to assume that we might get treated a little bit more like the Horus Heresy, like a specialist game almost, but not specialist game treatment. I don't know. I can't tell you. However, some things that make that reaffirm for me is like the fact that we're going to get legends out the gate. And another thing it posed here is they're bringing back a lot of the old orcs. So now I wonder if they're doing that to separate the Savage Orcs from the Ard Boys and stuff like that. And then the Warriors of Chaos, I'm wondering if they're going to just bring back the old range instead of like allowing you just to dip into the Sigmar range. I don't understand with the Beastmen, but it seems like a lot of these factions that aren't coming in are factions that got like crazy support in Sigmar. Lizardmen, Ogre Kingdoms, Vampire Counts just got entirely redone. So I'm just wondering what you guys think. Skaven makes sense because they were considered to not be real. Dark Elves, I don't really pay attention to Dark Elf lore a whole lot. We'll be diving into that when it's time to do their introduction, I guess. And the Chaos Dwarves were a Forge World range for the most part, so that makes sense. But Demons too. Demons also make sense, like the whole ebb and flow they described. But I'm just wondering if we're going to get our own separate books for each faction, or are they going to break it down versus like good and evil like they did in the Heresy. So yeah, I just wanted to do that little tiny quick aside here. Now, I am not, like I said, not Nostradamus here. But one thing that I would be a betting man is that we're probably not going to get supported the same way, right? And I think it would be fair to assume that they would probably cram it all into one book. Maybe. And then also, too, it cuts down on cost, right? Like, say you want to play multiple factions, you just got one book. But, I don't know. I think that it'll be interesting. What do you guys think? This is mostly just me to air out a thought I had and kind of share it with y'all and see what y'all think. So, if you guys think that that's wrong, you're probably right. If you guys think that it's stupid, you're also probably right. But let's keep it friendly below, right? So, tomorrow, High Elf introduction video to their army book, and then we'll be doing their unit breakdown. And then tomorrow, if you guys haven't voted yet, go to my poll. Asavar Cool, Goros Warhoof. I believe they're in a vote right now. I'll be announcing the winner tomorrow to see which one gets their lore video done on Monday. So, everyone, thank you for this. Sorry it's been super short. Just me kind of just like hanging out and talking about nonsense and being wrong, probably. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, evening, night, whatever time it is, and I'll see you tomorrow for the introduction. Peace.